Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'll be discussing about an anime which is called Sangatsu no Lion, or March Comes In Like a Lion, its English translation. And I'll be giving a small little review, and I'll discuss a bit about what the anime is about. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the discussion and review of March Comes In Like a Lion. Okay, so first I'll read the summary from my anime list. It's a short little summary. Let me read. Having reached professional status in middle school, Rei Kiriyama is one of the few elite in the world of shogi. Due to this, he faces an enormous amount of pressure both from the shogi community and his adoptive family. Seeking independence from his tense home life, he moves into an apartment in Tokyo. As a 17-year-old living on his own, Ray tends to take poor care of himself, and his recursive personality ostracizes him from his peers in school and at the shogi hall. However, not long after his arrival in Tokyo, Ray meets Akari, Hinata, and Momo Kawamoto, a trio of sisters living with their grandfather, who owns a traditional wagashi shop. Wagashi shop is like a candy shop in Japan. Small little candy shops. Akari, the oldest of the three girls, is determined to combat Rei's loneliness and poorly sustained lifestyle with motherly hospitality. The Kawamoto sisters, coping with past tragedies, also share with Rei a unique familial bond that he has lacked for most of his life. As he struggles to maintain himself physically and mentally through his shogi career, Rei must learn how to interact with the others and understand his own complex emotions. So yeah, that's a small summary from my anime list, and this is like a little background or little thing what the anime is about. But I'm going to go deeper into that and talk about few of the other characters and what I particularly like about this anime. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I have to say about this anime is its animation. Shaft is the animating company or the animation team that did the animation, and Shaft is one of the best, and by best I mean it has an amazing sense of color palette, dialogue, everything is quite extremely good. So yeah, almost half of the charm of this anime, Shaft brings it out through its animation and its amazing dialogues. And also one thing I have to say is that this is a spoiler alert for everyone who has not watched the show and is planning to watch it. So if you don't want any spoilers, I would advise you to not go further, because I'll spoil it a lot. So yeah, with all those out of the way, I'll be starting with my impressions of Sangatsu no Lion. Now, Rei had a family, a father, his mother, and a little sister. And his father was the quite a good player in the shogi community, and he was probably at a very high league. And his father always talked about shogi and everything, and Rei, wanting to spend time with his father, started playing shogi. Now there's a note over here that he did not like shogi at all, but just because his father liked shogi, and the only time he can spend time with his father was while playing shogi, he took it up and played shogi with his father to spend time with him more. And his father had a co-worker or co-player, a friend. His name is Masachika. Masachika Koda. Now this Masachika character was his father's friend, and he came to his house to play often. He played with Rei also. So and Rei was quite talented in shogi. He was quite brainy and almost defeated Masachika. I keep forgetting that name, Masachika. And yeah, he was quite talented as a kid. So now the thing that happened was, one day his family had to go out somewhere. As they were returning, they got into an accident, and Rei was not present there. So his family, all the family members died. Rei became alone, and in their funeral, where Rei was sitting alone, Masachika came, and he decided to adopt Rei. Now the thing was, the first thing that Masachika asked Rei was, do you like shogi? And Rei had to answer, Rei had to tell a lie here. He said yes, just because he wanted to survive. He knew that no one will take him, he will become alone, so he lied about his love for shogi so that Masachika adopts him. So yeah, this one lie changed his life from there on, and the story starts. I'll be talking about the characters first of all. The first character, I'll be talking about the main characters, not all of the characters. Now, the main characters. First character is Rei. Rei, as you know, he's the main protagonist, and he has, I've told about the background of Rei, so I'm not talking more about him. Okay, the other main characters, the Kawamoto sisters, that is Akari Kawamoto, the eldest sister. She is like mother to all her younger sisters, because their mom died and their father left the house. So she is like an acting mother, the guardian of the house, and yeah, Akari is that type of character, caretaker or the guardian of the Kawamoto sisters. The second daughter, Hina Kawamoto. Hina is still at school, and she is quite optimistic and quite happy kind of kid. Rei takes most of her optimism Rei looks up to Hina because of her optimism, and which Rei lacks the most, that is optimism and making light of a situation, of the most toughest situation. So that's the reason why Rei looks up to Hina a lot, because she has something that he doesn't. And Momo, the youngest sister, she's I think probably 5, I guess. Momo is a bundle of joy. She is like the mood maker of the family, little kid. She's always happy playing around, so that's Momo. And they also have a grandfather, and so that's the main characters here. And now I'd like to talk about one more character. Her name is Kyoko, and she is the stepsister of Rei. That is the biological daughter of Rei's foster dad. So she is one of the most hated characters in the story, and also one of the most misunderstood characters. That's a reason because of her bratty attitude, because I'll talk about those later on. First, let me tell you about Kyoko. She has an ugly type of personality, and that's the thing that makes her the most human of all of the characters. And the thing that happens is that let me shed a little bit of more light into Kyoko's personality. Kyoko and Rei have a normal type of sibling relationships, but for example, they were laughing and talking about something. Rei is not laughing; Rei is kind of a depressed kid, but yeah, Kyoko was kind of laughing and talking. And at the same time, a few seconds later, she started insulting him. So yeah, like saying things like "you destroyed my family" and stuff like those. So yeah, she is kind of a complex person. At the first impression, she comes out like quite a selfish type of kid and a bad type of personality. And so yeah, that's the reason why most people hate her so much. And also she relied on Rei a lot when Rei lived in that house, because she knew that Rei was the only person who understood her even more than her family. And she even says, after Rei goes out, leaves their houses, she even says that why did you leave me there and get out of that mess, even though she was the reason Rei kind of left originally. Now she has an extremely toxic side, a side that destroys anyone who comes in contact with her. She's like a poisonous snake that whispers poison into your ears, destroying you from the inside. Still, but you can't help but love her amazingly written character. The props to the author and the animation studio for bringing her character into light. And now everything that I said about her makes it feel as if she's really evil. She's a evil incarnate. So why is she misunderstood? Well, the main reason here is because of their foster father. Yeah, I blame everything on the dad because the thing about this is that his dad gave more attention to Ray just because he played shogi well. Now, there's a scene here. For example, in Christmas, there's a scene where Ray and all of the family members are sitting, and his dad brings out Christmas presents. He gives Ray a shogi board as a Christmas present, and Kyoko and his younger son Ayumu. I think he gives Kyoko some dress and Ayumu video games or stuff like those. Now, this might seem like a normal kind of situation, but no, there's a meaning behind this. Now, shogi was everything to the dad. So the thing here shows that he kind of gave up on his own children based on their shogi skill, and wanted Rei to become his successor or continue shogi as well. He even says later to Kyoko that if you can't move past this line, if you can't defeat Rei, then you won't be able to do anything in the shogi world. And Kyoko kind of got mad at that as well. And so yeah, this shows that he judged his own children based on their shogi skill, which is quite messed up, and Kyoko was unable to accept this, and this made her more toxic and envious towards Rei. Kyoko equally loved and hated Rei at the same time, because Rei was the only one who understood her and looked at Kyoko as an individual person, not based on shogi skills, and hated him because he was the reason why the dad did not pay attention to them, or more simply, he kind of snatched their dad away from them. Also, the mom, she never said anything to stop all of this from happening, which is also equally bad. And their son Ayumu, after losing to Rei one time, he gave up everything about shogi and shut himself in his room and giving up shogi forever. Now there's a scene in this anime where it is shown that Rei feels that in this crow's nest, Rei felt like a cuckoo, kicking out the original inhabitants of the nest to settle down himself. So he left the house after acquiring a way to secure the livelihood through shogi, tired and broken and depressed about everything that has been happening in his life, and at a very young age. So yeah, this is the main thing that happened in the story before he met the Kawamoto sisters. Now the anime shows visual depictions of Rei drowning in murky water, tumbling down the abyss, unable to survive. This is how they show us Rei's depression. The anime shows Rei's depression like this to us audiences. Now life has really dealt him a very bad card at a very young age. Now the Kawamoto sisters comes into his life like a gust of wind and fresh air, and blows away all the darkness inside of Rei. The anime shows these changes perfectly, as the first season has a quite dark undertone to the episodes, which gradually brightens up in the later episodes, and the second season is bright, sunny and happy. The Kawamoto sisters changes Rei's worlds completely, bringing light into it and pulling him out of the deep abyss he was trapped inside. Now, there's a saying that March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. This is a certain proverb which means that March starts with a harsh cold winter but ends with a warm and pleasant weather. This is perfect for the title of this anime, which shows Rei's cold hard struggle and him ultimately finding peace and warmth after the Kawamoto sisters appear in his life. Now there's currently 2 seasons in the anime. The first season was a masterpiece, and I don't know how, but the second season was able to surpass the first season. Now Sangatsu no Lion truly shines in its second season with a big contribution obviously from Shaft, that is the animation studio. Shaft truly excels in dialogue, executions and appropriate visuals that symbolizes the feelings and emotions of particular character is feeling. Amazing storytelling by the author Chika Umino, and breathtaking visuals by Shaft combined on the screen to give birth to one of the most underrated masterpieces that anime has to offer. And by underrated, I mean in the Western anime community. In the Japan, this is one of the top animes, so it is quite popular there, and it is well deserving of that place. Now let me make something clear first. This is not an anime with amazing fights or mind-boggling plot twists. The Sangatsu no Lion is a slow paced slice of life anime, and that is where it shines. I've only mentioned some of the characters in the anime, but there are a few others as well, and each and every character is fleshed out amazingly by the author, and Shaft, that is the animation studio, brings it to life perfectly on the screen. The manga, I think, is still ongoing, and I really hope that anime comes back with a third season. So in the end, if I had to rate this anime, I would definitely give it a solid 10 out of 10. Now, I really do not hand out 10s in my ratings like teachers handing out homework assignments before the summer break. So I have a few countable animes that deserves a 10 out of 10, and this is one of them. I really love this anime so much that I wanted to share this on YouTube here, and I hope that someday more people will be able to know of this masterpiece called Sangatsu no Lion. So yeah, I really hope this gains more popularity in the Western anime community as well, because it's really deserving of the top place in the Western community as well. I think most of the people do not know about this anime, or they kind of shy away from watching this because it is a slice of life anime, and the characters are quite simply drawn, and the summary also does not feel quite appealing. But this is quite a deep show. Each and every character has his own philosophy, his own ideals, and the show is able to bring that out amazingly, and I really love each and every character of this show. And so yeah, that was my small little review and discussion about Sangatsu no Lion. I really there are a few other animes like this, not like this, but I put on the same caliber as this, that is 10 out of 10. So I'll discuss them later on in a few future videos. But yeah, this is one of them. This is one of the best that anime has to offer in slice of life genres, and I think that this show really deserves more popularity. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. It's been quite a long time I've been talking, so yeah, if you're still here, thanks for listening to my discussion. And if you guys want, you can check this out. If you like slice of life, I'm sure that you will definitely like this anime, because this is the perfect slice of life anime that has ever been in existence, in my opinion. So yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you have enjoyed my video. Comment in the comment section your opinions about, if you have watched Sangatsu no Lion, your opinions about the show. And if you want me to talk about anything else, be sure to let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching, and I'll be back with the next video. So until then, goodbye.